Pretty! That's your boo. I got boo in the video.
Because I was with that person. Who name did he put in that caption when he posted my son? He has a way of doing the same thing over every time we fall out. He our kid. Just, that's what I fear.
Chrisean Rock might have just bagged a new man, or at least thought she did. But it's already turning into another wild soap opera. She's been out here on a whole mission lately, trying to flip the script, act like she's healing, and pretending like Blueface ain't even on her radar anymore. She's been pulling up to churches like a saint, popping up on live streams talking all soft and holy, preaching "don't judge me," while plotting behind the scenes like it's a strategy meeting. But now, this new twist just exposed the cracks in her little redemption storyline, and it's giving full-blown rejection vibes. The dude she clearly thought was about to be her glow-up boo? Yeah, he ain't even flinching in her direction. We've got receipts, cozy-looking moments that turned ice-cold, awkward silences that dragged forever, and a whole bunch of energy that screamed unbothered. Let's break this down, because it's not just some random link-up. This was clearly the next step in her Rebrand Rock PR tour. First, she gave us gospel core, hit the church pews, dropped a few notes like she was trying out for Sunday Best, Redemption Edition. Even told her followers to send up prayers instead of throwing shade. Then boom, she jumps on live, talking about she's streaming now, chasing that Twitch bag and trying to find peace. Sure. Next thing we see? Glam shots with her baby in the frame, but that face looking hella filtered, smoothed out like she was trying to blur out more than just blemishes. The whole vibe screamed damage control. And look, nobody's mad at growth if it's legit. But let's be real, healing ain't something you just slap a turtleneck on and sip communion for. That's not how it works, baby girl. You can't fast forward through pain just to look brand new on the gram. Now here's where things get real messy. Right before this new mystery man entered the picture, Chrisean was already out here trying to erase Blueface from her whole narrative. Out of nowhere, she starts dropping claims about how he did her and the baby wrong. And let's be clear, we're not calling that man innocent, not for a second, but the timing, kinda sus. 'Cause let's not forget, Blueface is locked up right now, so how's he suddenly the main villain in her little rebirth storyline when he ain't even around to clap back? Feels a little too convenient. And I'm just saying this time, we peep in the play. And that's him on his best behaviour, just hours after those heavy allegations hit the air. Boom, she rolls out the new boo like it's a red carpet event. Hair slayed, nails fresh, and her crew in the back yelling like she just caught the bridal bouquet. But let's keep it a buck. That man looked like he was counting the minutes till he could bounce. It was giving, "Where's my Uber?" not "Where's my woman?" Now let's talk about the moment that shut the whole timeline down. Chrisean pulled up with a fresh wig, lashes fluttering like butterfly wings, baby on the hip, like she just knew she was walking into her next chapter. She was grinning so hard it looked like she already had the Instagram captions in the drafts, but the man beside her looked like he was stuck in the longest church service of his life, stiff, sweating, and completely checked out. The energy? Flat. The vibes? Nowhere to be found. He was glued to his phone like she wasn't even standing there. No hand-holding, no fake smiles, not even a little "we outside" moment. Meanwhile, she's over here striking couple poses like they just did a surprise gender reveal. It was awkward with a capital A. Even the background music sounded embarrassed, like it wanted to crawl off the speakers and disappear. And you know it's rough when your homegirls are hyping you up louder than your own man's even breathing. They were over there yelling like they could manifest some chemistry with pure volume. "Oh, you're so cute." Meanwhile, dude's staring at the ceiling like he was asking the Lord to beam him up immediately. Now here's where it took a turn. Allegedly, later that same night, the whole vibe cracked. Word from people close to her said Chrisean was looking all teary-eyed, energy drained, talking in that soft, broken tone, like she just walked out of a deep therapy session. Sis was wiping her eyes, sniffling, and reportedly saying things like, "I just feel like nobody loved me for real. I be trying to do right and I still end up hurt." And for a second, it hit, like really hit. Because behind all that chaos and internet antics, there's still a girl in there, lost, bruised, and just begging for some real love that lasts. But then, just like that, she snapped back to regular rock. Started saying stuff like, "He just wasn't ready for me. He couldn't handle a real woman." Nah, sis, don't flip it like that. He didn't ghost you. He just wasn't into the scene. That man never even signed up to begin with, but now she's out here trying to spin it like she's the one who walked away, when in reality, he ain't even take one step in her direction. And just when folks thought she was finally about to exit the stage with a little dignity, boom, she hits live again, casually saying, "I'd still get Blueface's name tatted on my face." Like what? Ma'am, hold on, let's run this back. You just had a full breakdown about feeling unloved, got curved in public by a dude who looked like he'd rather be anywhere else, and you still talking about repping the name of a man who literally disowned his own child. This is the same man who went on camera and said he ain't even sure the baby's his. Lord help us. It's like every time she tries to break free, the trauma got her location turned on and follows her home. And look, we all got that one ex we wish we could delete from memory, but sis is out here acting like Blueface holds the last holy blessing left on earth. It's draining to watch. And here's the wild part. All of this is going down while she's out here pushing a full-on church girl rebrand. One minute she's yelling, "Amen." The next she's talking about throwing it back for a dude who treats her like expired yogurt. Straight disrespect. Now this is the part that gets me every time, the performance. 'Cause in public, Core is trying hard to sell this glow-up fantasy. Sis baptized herself live on stream, swapped out crop tops for long sleeves, like that was gonna wash away the mess, and been out here giving major "I'm healed now" vibes. But behind the curtain, whew, it's chaos. She's moving around like a dry Popeye's biscuit with no honey in sight. Eyes puffy, face tired, and no real emotional support in arm's reach. And every time she gets played or brushed off, she flips the script like she was the one doing the curving. But let's be real. Deep down, Core's still clinging to the hope that somebody, anybody, is going to come in and fill that hole in her heart. And that void, it's looking deeper and darker every single day. 'Cause if we zoom out for a second, this whole Christian situation ain't just about her. It's a snapshot of something way bigger. We in a time where folks will post a Bible verse right after dropping a twerk clip just to win back a man that ghosted them last weekend. Where a dude can stand mute in the club and still somehow become the main storyline. And where single mums are out here doing full-blown PR campaigns just to look like a more appealing pic, all while juggling real-life pain and babies on the hip. And let's be honest, social media, whew, it's the #1 enabler of pure delusion. Everybody flexing like they're in a fairy tale, but behind the scenes it's dry texts, left on read DMs, and low-key rejection dressed up as soft launches. We watching people broadcast their breakdowns and calling it entertainment.
Putting my foot down, and when I'm trying to leave that man alone, he spitefully go after our kid. Yes, I do fear that. When we're good, I don't fear him mistreating our son. That's when he's on his good behavior.
Chrisean ain't the only one trapped in that cycle. She's just the loudest one going through it in real time on live. And here's the part nobody really want to say out loud. Sometimes rejection ain't even about the other person. Sometimes it's you. It's the energy you walk in with. It's that baggage you bring that shifts the whole vibe. People can feel when you're still low-key in love with someone who broke you. And that so-called healed era, hanging on by a glittery prayer and a miracle wig install. That new man didn't swerve you because you're too real or too much. He backed off because he could feel Blueface's energy still stamped all over your spirit. And no grown man is trying to cuddle up next to another man's ghost in his own bed, sis. Let's be real. So yeah, Core broke down, and maybe she needed to. Sometimes a breakdown is the only thing loud enough to silence the lies you've been telling yourself. And the fans? Oh, they noticed. One even said, "I couldn't take her serious with another man tattooed on her face." Oof. Then there was, "This don't even look like he really wants to be there." And another said, "She's so lost and confused. It's annoying at this point." Whew, folks not holding back. But now it's your turn. What do you think? Is Core really ready to love again? Or is this just her trying to slap a rebound band-aid over a Blueface-sized heartbreak? Can you actually rebrand while still clinging to the trauma that broke you? And maybe the biggest question, can somebody else really save her? Or does she gotta be the one to pull herself up first? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to see it, and don't forget to subscribe for the real talk. Catch you all on the next one.